Everybody, and welcome back to Wrassle Graps. My name is Chris.
My name is Vincent.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is truly a brand new era of Wrassle Graps. We've turned a new corner. Uh, Raw and SmackDown, that's the way from now on, I think.
Yeah,
That's the move. Um, AW, I mean, bro company, failing, dying company. Let's be honest. Come on.
yeah. I haven't heard anything about AEW in so long. I think it's just dead.
It has to be. It can't be alive anymore. But,
Hopefully not,
I mean, like, it's just Pop Age territory now. That's what we're doing here.
for sure.
The TK stuff, it was fun while it lasted, 3 years. It was nice and all. But I mean,
Papa
it's over.
TK.
Now it's Papa H time.
Exactly.
Triple H, Papa H has come over. He said, "Yeah, you're an okay dad, but I can do better." You know what? I mean, he might be right. I don't know.
Yeah, I think so. At this very moment, I'm very intrigued in WWE. But
So this man got us to watch 2 weeks of Raw consistently, the entire thing, live.
yeah, I
No,
mean, I'm gonna watch next week too. So I mean,
you
he's
know,
doing a good job.
you know how impressive that is. That we not only watch 2 weeks of Raw, but we'll watch next week's and probably review it. That's monumental for WWE.
Revolutionary.
It's revolutionary, monumental, all the big words. I mean, honestly, AEW, who? That's the real question. Who asked about
A
AEW?
the W in AEW stands for who?
Exactly. Oh, who asked? Am I right, guys?
Exactly.
Yeah, this is now officially a anti-AEW podcast. TK, you had your chance. You didn't get on it, or you could. Papa H, it's your turn. You can get on whenever you want.
Yeah, you definitely get on this podcast. Tell us what you guys planned.
Of course. That's an open invitation whenever will expire as long as AEW doesn't get better within the next week or so.
Yeah.
But anyways, this was the August 8th edition of Monday Night Raw. Starts off with Bailey's group getting a promo. Do they have an official name yet?
I don't think they do right now, but I think there might be one in the works.
I saw someone call them the Control on Twitter, and I wanted to make sure that was real or not.
That might be their name. I mean, it's kind of the assumed name, but like they don't have an official name yet.
So we don't really know. Okay.
Nope.
But what we do know is that at Clash at the Castle will be Bailey's team going up against Bianca Belair, Asuka, and Alexa Bliss in a six-woman tag match. That was confirmed when Bianca, Alexa, and Asuka came out, challenged them to the match. And I mean, it should be a fun match, I think. Um, yeah, this this feud so far, I think it's been kind of interesting. I believe it's leading to a Bailey versus Bianca match, but just got to stall for time here a little bit. Um, I don't want to do that match. Should be interesting. Let us know down below what you're thinking of this feud so far, by the way. While I continue to attempt to stall for time just a little bit. And how long is it? That's a good question. Whoever asked that, I don't know how long, but yeah, hopefully not long. It's it's my worst stalling I've done in a while, but um, back at it again though. Let's give another round to Triple H. So great show this week. Um,
Great
I,
job. Fantastic job. You're really good at that.
that was getting bad. Thank God. Okay,
You're fantastic at that.
and we're gonna leave that in too, because
You have to know how bad you are at it.
they have to know that I cannot fill for any time without warning.
Exactly. Anyway,
Uh,
what were we talking about?
the six-woman tag match at Clash of the Castle.
Oh yeah, okay. I mean, that's gonna be. I mean, I wish there was a better match they could have chosen for that pay-per-view. But that's kind of what I was thinking when they announced it. I was like, six-woman tag team match. I'm not really feeling it, but it makes sense, I guess.
It makes sense, all things considered. I mean, am I super excited about it? Not really, but it's happening, and it could be worse. It could be worse.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's just there to put over a new team and Bailey and Dakota Kai and Io Sky. Yeah.
Yeah,
I was like, who's the next member? Io
not,
Sky.
not Dakota Sky, like Bailey
Dakota
said
Sky.
yesterday.
Yeah, she said it and then she corrected herself. Like, no, I know I fucked up. All right, it is what it is. Dakota Kai. That's her name.
I think more people should really, they should correct themselves like that more often. I feel.
I mean, it doesn't hurt, right? It doesn't hurt. And it kind
I
of
think,
showed off the new like mic control they have now, where they can just improvise on the fly.
yeah, very much a Triple H move, and that's why we appreciate Papa H here, and we will once we get it.
Bailey's always been great on the mic. Bailey's always been amazing.
That is true, and we'll get to that in a second. But I do want to be very clear when we do start doing uh, actual video and stuff like that. Will be a massive green screen behind me with smiling Triple H in a suit. I do want you to know that, just so you're not caught off guard by it.
Yeah, we really switched up. Huh?
Yeah, we like man, 2 weeks. You know what? That's all I needed to see. That's really all I needed. But
Yeah, I mean, if it continues this way, I mean, I'm down to just watch WWE over and over again. Every single week.
I have to because the problem is uh, AEW in the past was the alternative to WWE because WWE wasn't that great. But now WWE has become the alternative to WWE in the past, so it's kind of weird. I don't need two alternatives that are the same thing, basically.
I mean, I'm still gonna watch AEW, no doubt.
Me too, but less often, I think.
Yeah, might be a less often thing. Consider they don't have too much going on right now anyway.
Nothing that's piquing my curiosity too much.
Yeah, I haven't been too interested in wrestling for a while. I mean, AEW wasn't really hitting for me, so I mean, a new little, it's like a breath of fresh air right now in WWE.
It's a good time to be a WWE fan. You know, it's
It's a nice
nice.
little change to have, change of
As
pace.
as you guys who grew up watching WWE, it's nice to be able to actually enjoy watching it again.
Yeah, it's like when AEW is a fresh new thing. It's cool to watch AEW shit like that, just to see what they have to offer. Now it's kind of what does Triple H have to offer?
What's Triple H have to offer, and why is it so good? Like this, he literally had 3 weeks to put stuff together, and he's so far doing a great job. Once
Yeah,
again,
definitely
green screen in the background. I will be praying to it every episode. I do want you to know this.
praying to it on his knees, the Kanye way.
I mean, how else you do it?
I don't
Be
know how else.
praying.
How else do? Is there another way?
There might be. I'll be praying to that shrine or picture, like Kanye was praying to God after and thanking him after Pete Davidson and Kim Kardashian broke up.
Whilst eating Chick-fil-A.
I mean that too. Yeah.
Makes it so religious. While wearing a
And
Christian is a pussy shirt.
you know what? You know what else? It won't be on a Sunday. It definitely not only because it won't be because you know Christianity and stuff like that, but also Chick-fil-A isn't open on Sundays.
Chick-fil-A is not open on Sunday.
Yeah. I mean, I couldn't get it the
I
night
mean, there's
before.
like another church day that's like you can go on like Wednesday or something.
Yeah, I couldn't get Chick-fil-A the night before. I just don't know how good it is in the fridge that long. But you know,
Yeah, I mean you could do that. Why not?
that's so down below if you're still listening after my horrible stalling segment. Um,
I definitely
is
tanked the whole entire episode, by the way.
it might have, and I'm not gonna edit it out because I feel like you guys should know what happens here. But
This might be more of those in this episode. I mean, we'll see.
more if it happens again, I might just start crying on the review, and you will hear that, and I won't edit it out.
Okay.
Very honest group here.
Yeah.
Bailey's my
So a
skills,
therapy
anyways.
session.
Bailey's my skills. Very very good. It's one of the best in the women's division, best in the division, the roster as a whole, honestly.
I think. I mean, she might be one of the best on the roster, like you just said. Like, I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot of good people on the mic. Like Kevin Owens is great on the mic. Other people. Dolph Ziggler is good when he wants to be. So on this
But
episode, and AJ Styles is pretty good. I like AJ Styles.
He's good as
The
I mean,
Miz.
AJ Styles is better as a heel on the mic, but I mean, as a face, he works
As
too.
a face, it's like, but as a heel, well, AJ Styles as a heel, he's hilarious. He's amazing.
Beat up John Cena. I mean, that was a great thing. Let's remember that.
A lot of good memes came out of it.
And you know what? Maybe there are some things about the Earth being flat. Is what he said one time.
That's what he said. Yeah,
But
that's not
anyway,
us making a statement.
no, not at all. Definitely, we're definitely looking at the globe and we're saying that is correct.
Yeah.
So, anyways, Rollins versus Dawkins is up next. Of course, continuing the royal feud from last week. In this match, Rollins pissed off Ford. Ford went to go hit him with a chair. He got tossed out, and then Dawkins lost the match.
Yeah, that's what happened. I mean, Dawkins had a good showing for what it's worth. Dawkins
Yeah,
has a lot to prove. He has like this thing on his shoulder right now where he has to like prove to everybody that he's also a good wrestler. Because everyone's talking about Montez Ford this, Montez Ford that. Where's Angelo Dawkins in the conversation? They're always like, oh, he's the Genetti of the group. He's not gonna account as much as Montez Ford. Well, I mean, maybe he will. I have high hopes for both of them.
credit where credit's due. I mean, Dawkins was much more impressive than I thought he'd be in this match.
I think ever since Money in the Bank, I've noticed that Angelo Dawkins has really improved a lot. And, he's a fun wrestler to watch.
As someone who hasn't seen Money in the Bank that match yet, probably should. Uh, we're gonna do a live stream one day also, or just a video where we make sure to watch the matches we haven't seen. Like I'll watch that Money in the Bank match. You'll watch Walter versus Dragunov. That'll be a good day.
Yeah, it might be a good day.
One of us should really be writing these ideas down. I mean, we've thrown out like 3 of them, and I feel like I'm gonna
We'll
forget.
just say on the podcast and then forget later.
You guys can remind us. You can go back and listen.
Yeah.
What
Anyway,
do you
Seth Rollins is talking about people that are great. Seth Rollins is fantastic too.
very good as a heel? I do like his work.
As a heel, I mean, as a face, I don't like Seth Rollins as a face.
I mean, he had a good few months there where it was working.
The whole Iron Man match thing really got me into Seth Rollins, and he went for the, whatever, was it the WWE Championship or the Universal Championship?
Yeah, it was. I think it was the Universal Championship because this might be Lesnar at 35.
Yeah, the Universal title, he went for that, he got that, and then he became an asshole. And then, he had to turn heel because the
Yeah,
fans hated him.
turned into a heel
Like,
because
everyone's like, oh my god, why did the fans boo him? Because he was a dick in real
Seth
life.
Rollins used
Actually,
Twitter
a dick.
and he should have known better.
Exactly.
Who would have guessed that when you go flexing your bank accounts on people and saying your friend left the company because you just couldn't cut it anymore would have gotten you in trouble?
Yeah, it was hard times. Honestly, I was rooting for Seth Rollins until then.
I was too, even then I was like, come on, Seth, maybe his
I was
account got
buying all
hacked.
his T-shirts. I mean, maybe then I would have, maybe then I would have bought more T-shirts if he didn't do that.
Even like, after like 1 or 2 tweets, you can maybe act like you just didn't see it. But, at a certain point, someone's going to be like, you didn't know what he said, right? And you can't just keep saying, oh, I missed that tweet because you can't miss all of Seth Rollins' tweets. It just doesn't work that way.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, that's not what happened here. I mean, he was great as usual.
He was great. Someone who's not doing so great, Dominic Mysterio, very upset with Edge.
I mean, he's doing okay.
Physically, maybe. Mentally, he seems a little upset. And, even physically, it's a bit of a stretch after what happened in the match with Ray and Finn. I would say so.
Yeah, I think so.
Anyways, we'll get back to that later. Good to move on to the Ciampa promo where he talks about the United States Championship match. And he has the Harley Race robe, which is pretty cool. It's definitely a Triple H thing. Um,
I
yeah,
mean, he says that apparently like Harley Race was one of the people that trained him, or something,
I did not catch that part, so I'm glad you
because
did.
it's like tied into history of Ciampa.
I thought it was a Triple H thing. I'm glad you got that done correct.
Yeah,
So, what we
you
got
think
to
Triple H was just like, oh, he was his role?
I assume that he's like, I'm a big Harley Race fan. We're bringing back the United States Championship, making it feel better. Here's this robe because you're also a big Harley Race guy. I thought it was maybe a collaborative effort at best. I can see now that I was wrong about that. But for a second, I did think that.
Yeah. Well, I can't wait for people to start referencing Triple H on TV. Like, I guess they started with Dakota Kai. It was like, oh, we know how to play the game last week, right? But
I personally can't wait for the Miz to go Triple H with fucking Mark.
yeah, I can't wait for that. I mean, I can't wait for the Miz to start doing some good shit for once.
Yeah, that'll be nice. I mean, not even for once, just go back to doing what he was doing before in 2016. That was a good time for Miz. I mean, Miz had several good times over the years, actually. He fluctuates a lot.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the worst times of the Miz was when he was wearing the shorts and the sleeves and the hat. I forgot about the hat. The hat, not a good
Faux
look.
hawk. Gotta remember the faux hawk.
Full. Yeah.
Yeah. The Chick Magnet t-shirt, that was a rough time.
Hmm. I don't
Speaking
think
of
he really understood what good wrestling gear looked like.
speaking of people that were going through rough times, Ezekiel. Two segues back to back.
Get
Uh,
murked, Ezekiel.
comes out for this match with Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens just destroys him. Hits the power bomb on the apron. Ezekiel, I'm assuming, is now gone for a couple months. Kevin Owens is back to doing what Kevin Owens does best.
Yeah. Very destroying people and powerbombing them onto aprons.
Yeah, I did see an article saying that Triple H has big plans for Kevin Owens. I'm excited to see how that plays out.
I mean, he should have. I mean, more people should have bigger plans for Kevin Owens. I mean, he's always done what they've asked of him. He's always been there in the main event spots when they needed him the most. He's always looked the best as well. Vince McMahon was high on him at some point. You know that. So, I mean, overall, I felt like more should have been given to Kevin Owens over, over time, especially recently, where he was doing really nothing, picking points.
I think that coming off the heels of the Chris Jericho partnership, he should have been a much bigger deal than he was.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, that kind of. I think this crosses out the fact that he might team with Sami Zayn at some point.
That is true. Once again, I will never forgive Goldberg for ruining that. Once again, it's going to run that back. Remind everybody
Yeah,
that he didn't do that. Could have said no. He did it anyways.
yeah.
Next up,
But I mean, this whole
sorry.
thing was kind of cool. I like this. I like that they killed off Ezekiel.
I also appreciate that. I also like Kevin Owens' promo from later on, which we'll get to. So also
Bring back
starts
Elias. Come on.
bring back Elias, or bring back, or just introduce us to another Elias character that isn't Elias. That
I
also
wonder if
works.
they'll wait like a couple weeks or something. Or if they're just gonna bring him back next week. Like he's wearing a fake beard and shit. They're like, oh, we don't have time to wait for your beard to grow back. We're just gonna give you this fake beard. Go out there and be Elias.
I want Elias getting written off TV to be like the reincarnation from Matt Hardy when he was broken Matt Hardy.
Yeah.
Every time he gets written off TV, he comes back as something different. But it's all these
That'd be kind
variations
of
of
cool.
Elias.
I mean, like it has to not like it can't be Elias. Though. Like it has to be like different people. Shit.
Yeah, like Ezekiel is related to Elias. The next person
Yeah,
should
he's
be
related to him.
or maybe a student of Elias.
His grandfather.
Dye his hair white. I'd love to see that.
I am Elias's grandfather.
Not even Elias's guitar teacher from Seattle.
Yeah, he's wearing glasses. I told him
Right.
how to play the guitar. Check this out. He does a cool guitar riff.
Elias's guitar teacher, but it was his first guitar teacher who wasn't very good at guitar. So he doesn't really know what he's doing. It's very
He's
obvious.
just slamming his hand on the guitar.
But he does take credit for making Elias the star he was today.
Exactly. Yeah. He has a picture of him on his wall.
And you know what?
All the famous students.
That's a free one, Trips. There's more where that came from. Just throwing it out there.
There's more of
So
that.
moving on with the show, we got the Judgment Day cutting a quick promo before Finn's match with Ray, basically saying that he will destroy uh, Edge for trying to destroy Judgment Day, and Punishment Martinez, aka Damian Priest, will have a match with Edge in Ontario whenever that happens.
Ontario, California.
My favorite place, or my favorite Ontario.
Exactly.
So we get to the match here: Ray versus Finn.
Well, I mean, let's talk about all the signs that are kind of wrong here. Rhea Ripley was not there.
I mean, yeah, Rhea Ripley wasn't there. She wasn't. She
Dominic
she
was
was
not
busy.
there.
I mean, Dominic was not with Rey Mysterio. We all assumed it's because he got upset about the Edge thing, like a little crybaby, and left.
And those are the two Bad signs here.
Bad signs for Dominic mainly. No one else but Dominic. Uh,
Yeah, true. Actually.
so we get to the match here, Ray versus Finn. Goes on for a decent bit. Uh, Edge comes out, attacks Damian Priest. Rey Mysterio is about to win, but then we find out where Rhea and Dominic have been as Rhea carries out the beaten up body of Dominic, which distracts Rey long enough for Finn to win and stomp Rey Mysterio right in the guts.
Exactly. Right in the guts. It really, Jimmy Smith went all in on the word guts,
He went in on that word like Finn Balor went in those guts.
Yeah, pretty much.
And I will not rephrase it. I know how it sounds. I am sorry.
Yeah, no, it's not gonna be rephrased. But I mean, Dominic just gets the shit beaten out of him every single week by Rhea Ripley. I mean, who's to say, he's not enjoying this?
Who's to say that Trips won't give us Rhea versus Dominic? I would have watched that match.
It's happening too often. I think he's looking for a beating or something.
He might be. I mean, maybe he is sitting in the same chair in catering, and maybe he's like, "No, this is my seat. I can do this." And Rhea's
Yeah.
like, "I outthink somebody."
I can call
Uh,
her Rhea and not Rhea.
if it changes from time to time, it varies.
Okay. Yeah.
I do have the image in my head, just so we're clear, of Rhea beating up Dominic with a drumstick from catering.
Rhea Mysterio.
That's the problem. Is that Ray and Ray are both in the same segment, and they keep messing it up. As long as that's the thing.
Yeah.
But anyways, so, if you really want to do us a huge solid, or just want to get a quick retreat from us, draw your scenario of Rhea Ripley beating up Dominic and catering with a food item.
Man. Yeah. What food item would it be?
Personally, I imagine a turkey leg, like a big one.
I was thinking like potato salad.
But then maybe like
Maybe a little bit of macaroni salad.
I don't know how you can illustrate that, but if you can do that, that'd be cool. Moving on, we get to Dana and Tamina backstage. They are a tag team in the tag team title tournament. I don't remember why. I don't really think it
I think
matters at
Dana
this
Brooke just said that it was one of her toughest opponents in the 24/7 championship. Or, I don't know, something like that.
and
So that's why they're a team.
that's really all you need to know about the career of Dana Brooke, honestly.
Mm-hmm. And she's still a champion on the 24/7.
Right. Then Bailey shows up with Kai and Sky.
She
And
says, "Don't worry, I'm not gonna roll you the fuck up." Okay.
she didn't say it. Basically, we all know what she wanted to say was, trust me, no one in this group wants that shit ass title. Just get rid of it, throw it in the trash. No one wants it.
But it is a championship, so I mean, why wouldn't you want it?
All right, whatever. So we do get to that match next, Kai and Sky versus Tamina and Brooke, which the Kai and Sky do win.
Kai and Sky. It's a cool name.
I mean, it's a cool name. I can't say it many times fast, but it's cool.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna attempt to.
Yeah. So they're gonna advance into the thing. I'm gonna try and get my notes
The
back.
tournament.
My computer's fighting me on this one.
The tournament's full of just makeshift tag teams, by the way. It's not even like interesting.
This is the most makeshift. Besides Kai and Sky, there really isn't anybody in this tournament that is a
Everyone
tag
else
team
is
that makes
just
sense.
kind of fair to be there. And they're all gonna lose to Kai and Sky.
Right. I don't know how. I mean, I do
And
know
then
how they would
yeah.
get into this situation, but
And then they win, right? They win. They're holding up these championships, and then guess what? Sasha Banks and Naomi come back, and they're the champions also.
do they ever really want the championships at this point?
For the storyline, I guess. Yeah.
Like, are toxic attraction in this tournament? I feel like they should be in this tournament.
I'm not sure. I feel like this might lead to more like women's factions, though.
Maybe, and that could be a good thing.
Yeah.
Moving forward, we get to the Kevin Owens promo where he explains that he is now a bad guy to everyone's favorite, most emotional uh, interviewer, Kevin Patrick.
Kevin Patrick is there. He's just, He runs up after Kevin Owens though. Like he runs up to Kevin Owens. He's like, hey, can I get a word? Can I get a word? Two
It was very,
Kevins,
it
talking
was
to
a
each
very
other.
threatening manner. I would have been scared too if I was Kevin.
Yeah, I mean, I would have been scared for a lot of reasons in this whole entire segment here. But I
It
mean,
was one
Kevin
of those
Patrick just has no emotion. He's fucking depressed. He stares into your soul with his fucking eyes that don't blink. It's really a whole thing.
if I was walking backstage and I looked over and I saw, huh, that's a car crash. It's pretty weird.
He's got a weird stance too. The way he
Exactly.
stands, I don't even know. Okay,
Exactly. If I saw that car crash and I hear these footsteps running after me, I turn around and I see the cold, dead eyes of Kevin Patrick running at me. I would have been scared too, and I would have threatened Kevin Patrick also, like Kevin Owens
I
did.
would have assumed he was the top suspect.
I would have assumed that he crashed the car and there's also a body in the trunk. Just sort of weird.
Yeah. Well, anyway, there's a car in the background that's been crashed, and that's just the after effects. We didn't see what happened to the car. But next to the car is Nikki Ash and her tag team partner Dewdrop.
Who I don't still know if they had anything to do with this or if they were just there, but they were
Yeah,
there.
they were just chatting by the car.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. I mean, I know people do like looking at car crashes.
I mean, like, she's a superhero. Don't forget. So if someone could, crash the car, she could have tried to stop them or something. She may have failed, perhaps.
Actually,
I
she's
mean,
a
she's not
heel
even a
now.
full superhero. She's, almost. Yeah.
She's a heel now, so I mean, she's a supervillain, full-on supervillain. So she might have caused it. She should also be a prime suspect.
She's almost a supervillain,
Almost a superhero, definitely a suspect. I think
perhaps. It has to be like a segment next week where it's like, who are the suspects? I mean, but we already know who did it, though. So.
we do. We'll get to that at the end of the show. But for now, back to the actual show: Ciampa versus Bobby Lashley match of the night right here. What a good one.
This is fantastic. Bobby Lashley comes out. He gets the biggest pop on the show. Everyone's going crazy for Bobby Lashley.
As they should.
Yeah. It's been like this for a while, I think. I'm not sure when I first noticed it. Maybe Money in the Bank. Where everyone just goes crazy for Bobby Lashley.
I think people have been kind of supporting Bobby ever since we almost got the Brock match. It's almost there.
Yeah, possibly. I'm not sure when everything changed, but I'm glad it did change. Where like he is getting the biggest reaction out of everybody. And,
We
but I
here,
do feel like he should be in like a really big main event spot if that's the case.
we here, Wrassle Graps, creators of Bobby Lashley anime, have been supporting him the whole time, and we will clarify that.
Yeah, I mean we've created the anime. We're writing it as I speak right now. I'm just writing the anime. Just writing it.
I mean, we are also in full dedication of Bobby Lashley. One of our future videos, I mean, years down the line, will be us
Yeah,
crushing a watermelon with our bare hands, or at least trying to, in homage to Bobby Lashley.
yeah. It's gonna be a good one because neither of us are gonna be able to do it.
I mean, maybe me. I, I have money on me.
No, not you. Not you. Definitely
I
not
think
you.
I think
You
I
don't
could.
even have a strategy. You don't even have a strategy.
I do have a strategy.
No, you don't.
I do
I
too.
know you, man. I know you don't have a strategy.
I know you don't have a strategy, realistically.
No, I have a strategy, right?
You're gonna think you have a strategy, you're gonna look at that watermelon, you're gonna go, huh, how was I gonna do that to that watermelon?
Watching the video, I've studied it. Okay, I've studied what he did, and I have a strategy. I'm just telling
You're gonna try for 2 seconds, I'm gonna look away, you're gonna throw it onto the concrete, and you're gonna say, oh my god, look, I did it.
you. Well, then it wouldn't be, accurate. I'm trying to do this legit.
Okay, you'll see.
You'll see. You'll find out. Fuck around and find out. So
Is
you'll
there any
do.
way we, is there any way people can bet on this on, what's it called?
King's
DraftKings?
draft. Yeah, that's it.
We get the DraftKings sponsorship, we can get that going.
So known sport now. Watermelon smashing.
Well, anyways, Bobby Lashley did win the match. It was a competitive match. Ciampa, I don't feel loses too much from this, so it's fine.
Competitive, full of a bunch of assists from the Miz. Didn't really work out, but I mean, Ciampa was close to winning at a lot of the points in the match.
And you can make the argument if AJ Styles didn't help out, then he would have probably won.
Yeah, AJ was there too.
He was
They
there.
got into a big brawl.
Got to a big brawl, and then he had a match with Miz in the main event, which we will get to.
Yeah, but Bobby Lashley comes out on top here, like he should have.
Yeah. Long live Bobby Lashley, U.S. champ.
Yeah, but I'm hoping this is like a really good reign right here. I mean, it's already going well.
Honestly, I'm just really, if we ever do merge this into a podcast that takes place in the same room, we should just have a green screen in the background with just faces of people that we have talked about too much on the podcast.
Yeah, I mean, perhaps
It's
we
a
should.
it's
Yeah,
a
it's an
repetitive
idea. It's an idea. Yeah.
it's a repetitive slideshow of Triple H, Bobby Lashley, and others who we've talked about.
That would be fun, I guess.
You find it people it might be entertaining for a little minute, yes.
Who does know?
And for the EOIVO, we'll sneak in a quick one of just somebody else.
Just somebody else, yeah. Whoever that may be.
Was that Simon Miller? I don't know.
It could have been Johnny Sin.
It could have been Vice President Johnny Sins, of
Could have
course.
been Cesaro.
Could have been any bald guy under the sun, really. Could have been any.
Could have been Goldberg.
No, while we're at it, and also could have maybe been Adam Pearce. You don't know.
It could have been.
One bald man I can tell you who was not
Why?
is
Here's
Omos.
why.
That was
What's
good,
not the
but
same about the slap to the forehead either? I don't have it in. I'm not gonna do it to myself.
that was almost a really good segue.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
fucked it up.
I was moving on. You were like, you're like Simon Miller says, like, why? Here's why.
Well, I mean, come on. That's what he says.
I mean, he does say that, but I'm gonna pretend it didn't happen anyway. One bald man, it can't be so much. I
What
want
were
to
you
beat two
saying?
jobbers. Okay, that's what happened here. That's all that happened. That's what matters.
You did it Ryback's way.
Just like him too. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And you stack them too?
I don't remember that part.
I mean, if you did, I mean, that's the Roman Reigns way.
Stacked him, smashed him, and pinned
Smash
him.
them, stack them, whatever, however, stack them, smash them. One of those.
Move the needle. Acknowledge that. Something like that. I don't know.
Moving the needle and smashing the stacking.
Just like my hero Roman Reigns. Anyways,
God level. God mode.
so next up, Seth Rollins cuts a
Tribal
promo.
Queef.
Not that at all.
What? No, Tribal Queef. Me and Drew McIntyre are on the same page.
It's so stupid. Anyways,
You have freedom on the mic for 1 second. You say Tribal Queef.
you do say that. You know what? You think maybe should I have said that? You think to yourself that was pretty dumb, actually. Okay.
Still the best Drew McIntyre promo I've ever heard.
I guess so.
The best one I've heard was in WCPW when he was like doing something against Bill Ospreay.
I do not have a back catalog of his promos.
He was wearing a hoodie and shit. It's crazy.
One promo I do like was his entire book. It was a good book. I read it. It was nice.
You're a nerd. You
Whatever,
read
man.
books.
I'm just proving that. I'm just saying, throwing it out there. I can't read.
I can't read.
Take that. Not
What is
nerd.
this name of this podcast?
Imagine not being a nerd.
No, I can read, but I choose not to read.
Okay.
Specifically books. You know.
I mean, what are you reading then?
I'm reading headlines, right? And they say Wrassle Graps is the best.
Heard here first. He's reading hentai.
I'm not reading hentai. Wrassle Graps hentai.
I hate that. We're gonna move on. Gonna move on quickly to Seth Rollins promo backstage, where he cuts a promo on Matt Riddle.
They're on that riddle or about he said something about like bro and Randy or whatever.
And bro, Randy, he said, "You're a loser, just like Dana White said you were."
What did Dana White say now?
He said something. when he was in the UFC for a little bit.
Okay.
He's
Oh yeah, I
pretty good.
mean, yeah, Matt Riddle. Yeah, it's true. It's true. He did say that.
I mean, I'm excited for this match. It should be really good.
Yeah, why he was talking all this shit. Matt Riddle.
He probably still does. I don't know.
I don't think he cares about Matt Riddle.
Dana White, if you're listening, for some reason, you let us know if you do care.
He DM us.
Or send an audio file. We will play it on the next episode.
Yeah, if you do that, we'll play it. That's more of it's more of a benefit to us though.
That's true. It doesn't really do anything for you. It does a lot for us.
Yeah,
With Gamble versus Ziggler, there was no reason for this match, but it was a nice match. And Ziggler won a match in his hometown. So
got
it
to
was
see
nice.
Otis up close and personal,
And we don't get to do that often. So it was always nice.
breathing down my neck.
Breathing down my neck. I could feel his sweat dripping onto.
Yeah,
I could feel the perspiration just dripping off. I mean, listen, now what you want
it's
from
getting
another team.
weird. It's getting strange.
All right, well, you know
I
what?
don't know what fanfic you got that from, but we're gonna keep it there.
The Wrassle Graps hentai. What do you mean? No comment. Okay. Uh, you actually still? Did you actually leave? The answer is yes. Yes, he did. No. Okay, he's back.
I'm back.
Did you go check the archives? Make sure it's actually there.
Oh no, I did not. I was just
You see the second. Okay.
I hear you talking again.
Okay. Anyway, Gable and Ziggler, they had a good match. Ziggler won. Oh, so they tried to attack him. That was it.
Yeah, I mean they had a match. It was a good match. I mean, from Chad Gable and Dolph Ziggler in the ring together.
It was
Can't
a
go wrong with it.
good
No, I think
technical
Chad
wrestling.
Gable needs to be a star. All right. This whole
Arguably.
shoot thing that he's got going on, it's not working. Right.
Why not? Why not just give Dolph Ziggler another mid card push?
Um, Look, Dolph Ziggler, he might be getting some sort of push. I don't know. I mean, he won the match. Right?
That is true. And you know what? He might be past his prime by like a lot of years, but still.
He's passed a lot of his prime. I think his prime is up.
Yeah, I mean, it was 2013 through
Your
2016.
prime is up. You know?
John Cena did say that in his song, but
You know?
maybe
Your prime is up. My time is now. You can't see me. My time is now.
fantastic.
That's
It's
my
like
rendition of "You Can't See Me."
it's like Eminem just dropped onto the pod and just started going off.
I'll do a full cover one day.
Not even because we made him, just because he wanted to.
Yeah. I remember the first time I heard that song, I ran into my backyard and started running circles.
Yelling the
True
lyrics.
story. True
We were
fucking
like
yeah. True story. I ran a
at
bunch of circles in my fucking yard.
9 o'clock at night. This he was watching Raw. Heard the theme song, ran to his backyard, started screaming. The neighbors were upset, rightfully so. But it was worth it because John Cena found out about it, and maybe he did
Oh,
actually
that's
own
on
it.
Twitter.
So that's how he got it. That's how he got the follow.
Yeah,
It's crazy too because he actually did that like 2 years ago.
that's
Not
true.
John Cena with the follow. I mean, you doing the thing.
Yeah, no, it was 2 years ago when I heard the song.
Just heard it.
Yeah, mind blown.
So next up, Shop is backstage with Nikki Ash. Cutting a promo, but I
Those
mean,
guys there together
they're a tag team apparently. I mean, I know they were doing stuff before. At least I'm pretty sure they were. I don't
doing
know.
stuff before. It's a subtle way of putting it when they crashed a car.
Have suspects right there. Uh,
Yeah,
maybe. I mean, they might be. I mean, the police ran right by them.
Yeah, that's true. I guess the cops knew they didn't do it. I guess I don't know.
Maybe not. I mean, they could have promo Alexa Bliss,
They were in
and
disguise anyway, so maybe they just didn't know who they were.
yeah, she was wearing a mask. They can't. But then again, I mean, I feel like the costume might draw more attention. Who knows?
It's very colorful.
Not anymore. It was all black.
Oh, colorful has different definitions.
I would like to point out, by the way, Nikki Ash changed into her gear to just not have a match.
Wait, what?
Put on her gear to not wrestle tonight.
Oh, that's weird. I mean, I guess people do that all the time. Ciampa does it.
I guess so. I'm just pointing it out.
Yeah, I mean, it's a wrestler thing. You get in full gear and like Pac at that one press conference.
I don't know why I just noticed it now.
His underwear. Everyone else is fully clothed.
I just noticed it's such. I don't like when wrestlers change to their gear just to do a promo. I mean, I feel like I guess you have like a good character that would do that. That makes sense. But I mean, if we just saw you in normal clothes 5 minutes ago, don't go change into your thing like we didn't just see you back there.
Yeah, definitely is weird. Not very human.
Maybe it is human. Maybe she did have a
Or
match in main event
AIs.
or something. Superstars. Who knows?
They're computers.
Couldn't be. Anyways, to the main event, Miz versus Styles no DQ match. It was a very fun match, about 15 minutes. Ciampa went to a table because he tried to interfere. Styles beat the Miz. Really all there was to that.
Well, love me some table spots for no reason. It's great.
Who doesn't? And I mean, someone who doesn't. Dexter Lumis, who was in the crowd, who got detained by police.
It wasn't very clear, right? So, I mean, AJ wins the match, right? He's celebrating, lifting his hands up to the sky, showing everybody that he's P1. And then, the camera kind of pans over a little bit. It doesn't really zoom in. But you can see someone getting arrested in the crowd. Like, you're confused. You're like, is this a fan getting arrested? Is it part of the story or something? And, later on, you find out it's Dexter Lumis, who, has returned.
I think there is a very good lesson here on how to do realistic feeling storylines. Like take this and compare it to Retribution. If we did Retribution like this, they could have maybe been something.
I mean, honestly, yeah, I mean, but look who was running that whole situation, though. It couldn't
I
have
know,
been anything.
I know.
Yeah.
Just
It
big,
was it was a good try, good shot. It was what it was.
never forget Retribution created just because Vince McMahon made a stable to get more views.
Yeah. Look, I mean, I love that there's like little details sprinkled throughout the show. I love that shit. Like when that can it wasn't even like obvious what was going on. Like where there's just questions on top of questions. And
Yeah,
that's what makes it super interesting. It's like the car crash in the background. It's not you know, it's not the main thing that you're supposed to be looking at, but it's there.
yeah, it's a good way of doing it. Like when you're watching a horror movie and stuff, when they have the villain just sitting in the background, but they don't draw attention to it, they just put him there. And if you catch him, you catch him. And it makes the experience better. I
Yeah,
really do
things
like
you
stuff.
can do like there's gonna be like YouTube videos, like things you missed on Monday Night Raw. And there's like a red circle and an arrow.
Yeah, I mean,
And I
someone's
love
probably
that
done it
shit.
already.
I mean, Karrion Cross, big cliffhanger on SmackDown, big cliffhanger on Raw was the Dexter Lumis thing.
It is, and I will watch Raw next week, just like you, to find out more about that.
There's a lack of cliffhangers in wrestling. Like when I watch AEW, I think it's in the fucking show after the dude wins the match, where they have a big ass brawl and tune in next week. Oh my god, we're out of time.
That is my biggest problem with AEW currently is they don't
There's not much
almost.
interesting shit going on. I know that a lot of things are getting set up right now, and I really do enjoy the Team Taz thing and all that stuff. So there's stuff I enjoy in AEW right now, but it's just not that interesting to me personally.
My problem is
I
though
do
that
love the wrestling matches itself. I do really enjoy watching a good wrestling match. But
my big problem is that it feels more like the stories aren't at the forefront of the show, if that makes
yeah,
sense. And like they're
yeah,
there,
definitely,
but they don't feel like they feel like the wrestling is a bit more important than the story, which is nice sometimes, but it doesn't always keep you interested.
yeah, exactly. But I do think, I mean, ever since MJF left, it's been a rocky road for AW.
When MJF comes back, we will go back to watching AW full time. That is true.
Reviewing AW full time.
Yeah. But I mean, overall, that was the episode of Raw. I think it's a thumbs up. That's my thumb thought. What's your thumb thought?
Thumb thought. Thumbs up.
Right, 2 thumbs up in a week. That's good for Raw. Very good for Raw. Congratulations, Raw.
Yeah.
Congratulations, WWE. Congratulations, Papa H. Way to go.
Big claps for the Raw.
Big laughs for big trips. Just get up on the commentary line.
Because he's huge.
But that's going to do it for us here tonight. Do you want to close it out?
Yeah, sure. Go follow us on all our social media platforms. We're doing crazy shit on there. Go follow us. As well as podcasting platforms. We're everywhere on those as well. Go leave a 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts. Go on YouTube, subscribe, like, comment, share all our content. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.